now 26, now 2 days, the 26th of October, whereby Kenyans have to make a decision whether to carry forward with the legitimate elections or boycott elections in other parts of the country. That scenario, some of us spoke about it over 1 year ago. Now, I'm taking this opportunity to appeal to Kenyans, tell them to vote the records and see what I stood for. In my tenure in the Senate, we spoke on issues of preparedness of the APC. I spoke of hegemonic powers supporting the now NASA and Jubilee, who are bent to send this country into a path in history. All Kenyans of goodwill must stand as we speak today and decide which path. I called it a tunnel of death the last time when I spoke.
Months remaining to the next polls, Nyamira Senator Kennedy Mong'are Okongo cites the failure to have the commissioners by now as an indication the country is not ready for the August polls.
Ile secretariat ambayo iko sasa haina uhuru wa kisheria ya kufanya kitu yote, hata kununua karamu, kwa vile makommissioners wako ndani ya commission. Hiyo kwanza ni kinyume ya sheria. Mkenya yote anaweza enda kotini baada ya uchaguzi aseme hii tume haikuwa halali.
In fact, Senator Mong'are, speaking under the Kenya Kwanza lobby group, says the next general election should be postponed to March 2018 in the wake of this.
Hata vyama haviko tayari. Juzi mmeona Jubilee ikisindua jama ambayo iko na party leader na deputy party leader. Vyama vyote havishashughulikia masuala ya kuwa vyama katika nchi ya Kenya. Tangu muone uchaguzi ukisambaratika karibu mwaka 1.5 huko Kasarani, chama ambayo kinajifuna kuwa chama ya kitaifa ya ODM hajafanya uchaguzi na vyama vyote haviko tayari.
The National Assembly has twice attempted to change the election date without much success.
The tenure of members of parliament is ambiguous in Article 101, Article 102. So when we rely only the article of the Constitution which talks about August date 2017, and then we close our eyes and minds to other conflicts articles of the Constitution to rush ourselves to a shorty and pangled elections, then it's tragic.
Whether Senator Mong'are will succeed in his new endeavor remains to be seen, considering opinion polls have indicated majority of Kenyans are opposed to previous attempts to change the election date. Ben Chumba, reporting for Channel 1 News Hour.
The proponents of NASA have dug in. The proponents of Jubilee have dug in. What is the result? Each coalition has its hostages. The hostages are innocent Kenyan youth, women and the old who subscribe to the political ideologies of their proponents. Who, when I wanted to be president of the republic, I considered the biggest curse of this nation, 23 years of independence. This is a scenario again. I'm warning that we're heading to have an election which is going to be a selection, because it's only one side of the country which is going to vote. It's going to bring economic meltdown, uncertainties for the future. Today I've seen the envoys in the Republic try to talk about the Constitution. The American ambassador, along with other ambassadors and envoys, were talking about rights. Which rights are they talking about? Rights they were spoken to a year ago. I know the Americans have invested heavily in this country through the Jubilee regime, and they are going to benefit if Uhuru were president. Raila Odinga on the other side has dug in on his 40 years crusade to salvage the country. I don't call it salvaging the country. It's going to divide the country even more. These are fights of two families, the Odingas and the Kenyattas. The fights of their fathers have been passed down to the sons.
The Joint Select Parliamentary Committee on IEBC reforms had earmarked October 31st as the date. A new set of IEBC commissioners needed to have been sworn into office, ready to discharge the commission's mandate. But the date came and passed with less to talk about, as the newly constituted IEBC selection panel confirmed last week that new commissioners will only be unveiled at the end of November. Nyamira Senator Mong'are holds the view that failure to beat the October deadline may not augur well for the country.
So that Kenyans can be prepared adequately for free and fair elections.
In fact, he fears that the election may not meet public expectation.
Should elect, and the earliest, with the ambition of this new select committee, if they are very ambitious, the earliest we might have IEBC commissioners in office is by end of January.
His fears coming amid sustained political divisions in Murang'a County.
Irrepreparedness of the IEBC, which I call lack of legal infrastructure, have been vindicated. I was vindicated by the Supreme Court a month ago. These are issues that in the Senate, on the floor of the Senate, outside. We started a lobby group, Kenya Kwanza. We told Kenyans we were walking on our own path. Nobody listened. Just like John the Baptist, have been vindicated. My appeal now is Kenyans brace themselves for tough times ahead. It might take a year or two for Kenya to go back to its part of democracy, to its part of economic recovery. As we speak today, each side of the coalition is preparing, arming their so-called supporters for the 26th of October, whereby the 26th of October will come and pass. The Jubilee wings of the nation are going to be tempted for their country, and considering the scenario we are looking at today, most part of the country, there might be no elections. What next? What does the constitution portend? It's a question to be dealt with after 26th. I don't understand why Raila and Uhuru could have not started today, because they are going to be forced by circumstances. They are going to be forced by circumstances to do what they ought to have done over a month ago. But the tragedy is that it's going to be in different circumstances. That's the only tragedy we are having in the country. That is going to be in different circumstances.